And it's glaive first up. D-Hut inside the ramp, waiting to go. The Jewel run is rattling away, but he's down first. Snappy's headshot, Boris's follow-up. And this is good for Falcons so far. They're into a CT spawn. It's a clean, decisive pistol. But ENCE begin to bite back. It's Hades. And he's got a bone to pick tonight. He's got Boris out of that. Hades falls, Magus follows up, and the experience seems to be coming out on top at the moment. kylar locked out in a 1v4.
Yeah, this is a rough pistol round for ENCE. They're going to be knocked out immediately. A good execution from Falcons and not enough production. But as you said, settling nerves, getting used to this environment. So much of the focus, so much of the workload feels like Glaive's shoulders, that experience IGL. Getting these guys to just relax, get comfortable in this stage, in this crowd. And kylar tapping away, can't connect. That's pistol round secured by Falcons. And despite the fact that both teams come into this as new rosters, new teams, a little bit shaky, you have to imagine Falcons are going to have another gear that they know how to get to. There's Madden shutting down an early push, double kill, and a 5-on-3. Inside the A bomb site with the scout, first chance, tags up Snappy. Little bit of information passed over. That one is straight to the dome.
D-Hut's got back into position early on with the Deagle behind the bench. We know what D-Hut can do with that Deagle up against his former teammates tonight, and this time he is taken out. Madden finds him behind that bench with no issue, and Goofy is left alone on the other side of the map. Boros on the big stage, this raw talent player. Sending a top middle instead. It's Snappy to open up the round with that kill on the Mac tank. Glaive is taken out of play.
Oh, they're backing off right now. It's already cleared. Snappy's calling it off, calling him over. Utility's just going to see if they can flush anyone out. But they already know where the end game is. From a Falcons perspective, we've talked so much about the experience on this roster. One player, Boros, less experienced. Excuse me, ENCE has all the weapons they'd like. Jason Hades cracks right open, Magisk. And that's going to be ENCE opening up with the first kill. And not only that, but they've done damage to Boros, who's down to 8 points. So he'll back away. Mid is given on over to the CTs temporarily. And Snappy's the only player still sticking around to fight and force those players back into short. Oh, Hades is going to be so important for this team. Unfortunately, goes down to Madden, challenging at the B-bomb site. Oh. Goofy can't win it either. And if Madden's going to make these plays all game long, your defense is going to be under a lot of pressure.
And here comes Boros late into this round through short. He's looking to join up with Madden that's already created that space and brought the pressure, but Madden is stepping up. A 7-1 start here on the Spodek stage. Like he's searching for some utility, but here comes this play from Falcons. And they pop in, and they've popped open kylar instantly. ENCE are not able to hold at all. No kills going their way at the moment.
Openings are becoming an issue.
Yeah, they are, and here comes Hades to try and plug that gap, but all the flashes are keeping it awkward, and Hades has to step up, and he won't. He's cut down at the bottom of the stairway with absolutely no shot in the world. And Madden, who's been an absolute nuisance, is running outside of this A ramp already, inside of the side cliff. He's calling for help, but he's stuck behind triple alone. He's overrun, he's overwhelmed, and ENCE are locked out of this bomb side, but that kill back from kylar just reopens a dream, a chance for this retake, with so much fire coming in towards jungle.
We'll see if it can deliver again. This time, ENCE is going to get aggressive and push middle. Sunpius kind of loves it. He kind of wants it.
Definitely wants an opportunity here, and he's got it. Goofy crosses behind that smoke, and Sunpius locks it in, pushing out of Palace. Molotov under the wood to clear it. They look composed at the moment, Falcons. They look so composed. And ENCE have to try and disrupt that. Glaive with a signature play with mid-aggression, going for the swing, getting back into connector. Glaive trying to battle, and D-Hut comes to defend him. Now the first push out through the ramp is coming in, this time from Snappy.
Do they know about Snappy?
That's no idea.
That's the next one. Shadow show. Snappy looks up. Oh, what a transfer down. Snappy can't do anything more, but he's opened up an opportunity for Sunpius.
Yeah, 2v2 established off the back of that kill from Sunpius. Well, fake plan to try and draw a push from those ENCE players, and Hades, he's going for it. Nades open, that smoke, missed shot, goes down to Magisk. He's got to land those, he's got to hit those in this situation. And now it's D-Hut up against his ex-teammates. He's got that first kill through the smoke. Sunpius is down, but Magisk takes him out through the smoke.
There's so much pressure in mid, though, that Glaive doesn't feel comfortable rotating quite yet. Hades is going to back up into it. Lost focus, taken down, a little bit of disorganization in the defense, and this B-bomb site is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, Goofy playing from the van gets absolutely brutalized by the utility. Glaive swings out, but that risky play does not pay off. At this moment, Falcons in full control. ENCE just shaking at this point. Goofy's got to step up. That's his first kill of this map so far. D-Hut comes to help him. And a 2v3 established off the back of it. Goofy's got to know that Boros jumped out that window, and Goofy's having a big big moment. Boris is coming back over to look to the apartments, and that's where the last two ENCE players currently occupy. Boris sees the back, couldn't seize the chance. And now just holds for his moment yet again, but the timing as he looks away, this fight is awkward. This fight is prolonged, and is indicating factor that he doesn't know both players are there. He checked back to the market, and now he's focusing on this. ENCE have got their first round, and it's Goofy that gets them it. He steps up massively in the B bomb site, a position that is so often overlooked, one of the most difficult, thankless roles. And now Hades starts off the next with an opener that he connects.
They have to build on this. Look at Madden. Madden's already at the top of A ramp. He's already challenging in towards Skylar with the peek, and he's eventually got the kill.
That's the noisy dismount coming in from Madden off Tetris. Couldn't stack them up quick enough, and Kylar swings out from underwood. So ENCE up 2 players. They seem to have shaken off a few of those nerves, but Sampayas comes back to claim the life of Diha.
Yeah, that's an easy one to get back. A little bit of aggression from Diha and Goofy. And here's the disaster. Not only is it 2 kills, but it's opened up the entire B bomb site. That is all the defenders.
This maneuver could eradicate this round for Falcons. As Cliff gets in behind them, good night Magisk, and Sampayas sprints. He now knows he's alone in this one. Searches for Hades, who he replaced so long ago. He's got the scope ready, waiting for that swing, but Hades, he eventually goes around, and Sampayas connects it. Now looking for a follow-up, but he's being pushed from 2 sides, and they overrun him. That is the question. How much can ENCE bring back? And Diha up through middle. It's Boros down first, so that's the start that ENCE would like. But no kill yet for Glaive. He knows they're getting closer. He knows he's got a fight in front of him, but the Danish in-game leader cannot hold. Madden breaks through him.
What a tight angle for Madden. That extended duel.
Gonna flank.
Oh, Goofy's here already. Double dink. Do they realize it? Sampayas turns, but it don't matter. Goofy's arrived to the big stage.
He really has some of the most impactful moments so far down. And Diha dances with death. This could be absolutely devastating for ENCE if they're not in the position to deal with this play out towards them. Hades has to strike. He does, but it's an instant peek. Not ready for Madden to be so close already.
It's Sampayas close up. He wants a challenge. There it is. There's the kill on Diha.
It's a good shot. He'll drop back, looking out towards the connector. No love lost for Sampayas. He doesn't care. He gets a kill on CT, flicks back to the connector, and now it's Falcons up a player in this post plant. And ENCE aren't getting closer. Eventually, they use their final pieces of utility. It's Kylar and Goofy, 2 of the most inexperienced players that will be in the playoffs, and they realize they can't win this one. Pushing forward to Falcons' 9th round, but it's a big shot from Glaive. ENCE looking to stay in this half and get 4 out of it. But it's still so difficult. That shot will help. Big kill from Kylar.
But there's a trade each and every time. Each and every time the kill comes out for ENCE. This time Hades has got it, and he's got it clean. Kylar adds in.
And just Magic's left towards the ramp. He'll hold his position. Inside of the peak, it's a big one on Kylar. That deep juice being stuck, and Hades will bring him down. ENCE make a half of it. They come back in, and this matchup is still up for debate. Diha's about to have a fight in Palace up against his former Aubrey. He's got eyes on him, but the timing as he steps on back. Sampayas looking to swing around that pillar. And it's such an awkward fight all the meantime. It's ENCE making their way through the ramp to getting into this bomb site. And Diha's just keeping them distracted, but the fight is going down in jungle. A couple of kills for Madden. And ENCE this time, they've fallen apart on the T side. It's a big hole from Falcons. It's completely different than what we've seen in that first half, and that's 9-4, cleaned up. Falcons have picked into Mirage. This is their decision to take the battle to here. And so far, it has been very good for them. It gets even better for Sampayas. He mows them down at Palace, finally brought down by that Glock. Took a little bit more pepper than he would have liked, but eventually Hades takes it. And a big headshot on the P250. He'll not be bad to a couple of kills there. Smoke out to window instantly. Boris looks to fight early on. He'll spam a full magazine down to top mid because he knows he's got his teammate Madden there with him. He's trying to provide support, and Madden is making a mess of them top mid. I mean, for Boros, just at that window smoke, he sensed a chance. He nearly walks away with another kill for the Falcons, but that missed opportunity keeps ENCE in this round. Kylar, just at the window, he knows the snap. He's down below him, and he'll take that headshot, but involving himself in that fight has brought him down to low HP, and he's cleaned up by Sampayas. 11-4 now for Falcons. Utility disrupts the smokes. Boros looking for a kill through them. Still, ENCE have got no closer to putting that bomb down until this point. Wave punching those digits through, but it's denied. boros lands those shots right through the smoke, and Madden's got the death sentence. He's got the knockout blow here. He's inside the ramp, making that flank, and it's a double lineup. Pulls out the pistol, and Hades brings him out of the round. It's got to be a miraculous clutch here for Hades. He's got a second headshot, but that swing from CT was too quick to handle.
And all smiles from Zonic as his team is in perfect position to close out this first map. They're going to have 8 opportunities to do it.
Everything you could want, the AWP, the M4s. And for ENCE, the full purchase as they give their last stand here on map 1 of this quarterfinal. It's a good start. Goofy and Hades come in with a couple. And Hades will sprint on into that B bomb site. He realizes he's got a chance, but a missed shot. He's not able to connect it onto Madden. Could be a problem here, because if you let this man stay alive in this kind of form, 17-9, well, he could break you apart. That smoke play is perfect, though. And Hades gets rid of him.
Finding absolutely nothing, so be able to call out to his team that no one is streaming out top mid. DL wants that duel, but it comes from a different location. boros shuts him down emphatically.
Yeah, and Falcons are now one step closer to closing out this first map. Moments away from silencing ENCE in their opening map of the quarterfinals.
They're going to lead on Hades again.
Shot, he's down. Madden locks that kill through. Glaive is trying to come through Palace, and they tried to lean on a couple of these players, but none of them strong enough at this moment in time. So Pius peers back into the apartments. It's Kylo's created a bit of space, but the problem here is the bomb is all the way at top middle, so Goofy must stand tall, and he only manages one. 55 seconds left.
He'd have to hurry up. He's checking every single corner. This one needs to be clean. Wrong way he's looking, and boros is going to end it.
And not a single player buying anything other than Kevlar here for Falcons. They are confident in this pistol, and it's a good headshot. It's Kylar gone. That's the first opening here for Falcons. They have been dominant on pistol rounds all day long, and it doesn't look like that story's going to change. Every headshot, not a chance for ENCE.
Man, that looks entirely like Falcons knew what they were going to do the whole time. A double push in towards short, a boost up as well. That pistol round gets obliterated.
And just get clotheslined yet again. It's got to be so tough to swallow, and there's no bomb plant. They didn't get close, so... And the commitment now started that B-bomb site, utility flying on in. It's going to be a quick call for ENCE, and it's worked out early. boros is removed. Snappy's turned to step up with the SMG, and he's so often so good with that weapon, and he gets 2 out of it. Again, though, it's Madden looking to unravel it again. He is their absolute nightmare. Today, Madden is not missing, and he's climbing over the top of Goofy. He'll move closer. He knows he's got time as well. Plenty of time, in fact, here for Goofy, and Magic brings him down.
And now they're going to set up defense. They're going to bring a 3rd player over. Smoke is going to delay things as well. No pressure at the B bomb site. Full control of short. And that's a nice double swing. Entry for Glaive, but they need more.
Yeah, they need a lot more where that came from. And oh, it's awkward for Glaive, but at least they've done some damage to Madden on the defense. Supply is placed behind the truck, but here's Snappy yet again in behind him. And Goofy topples on the flank. 50 seconds left. There's still time to stay composed, but the problem is Falcons' CT side has sandwiched these ENCE players into this position, and Sampayas gets hungry for information. He moves around that corner, and now boros is the 2nd player up through Con, and Diha is looking forward. Big D from Diha, and that gives ENCE the player up in this round. And a few steps away from confirming it in the final 30 seconds. Hades goes around this corner. Oh, he needed that one instant, but it doesn't happen. Madden's dropped to 1 health. Will that come back to bite them? It won't. And Madden's getting a little angsty. He wants to move forward.
It's because they have so many bodies there. He doesn't shy away from being aggressive and get the information. Now it's going to have to pull some back. They did shift and rotate to the B bomb site, so Falcons starting to get pulled in multiple directions. But at the moment,
it's ENCE making their way back in for this final play towards the top bomb site.
Time's an issue.
And Snappy once again tries to get that flank going. Here's Magis. Deagle out from the stairway. His teammates with him, but not enough done. And Magis cannot connect. So it's all about the flank from Snappy, and now Hades knows he's got that one pinned. boros and Sampayas left in a 2v4, and it is obliterated. Sampayas has to run away, and this force bite does not work out for Falcons. ENCE have tied up the game.
Time started to be an ally of Falcons. They just couldn't get the kills to slow that hit down properly. A little bit of a team kill right at the end of the day.
It's not worth an AK.
I don't even know if it's going to stay here, though. Hades hunting it down. Low HP could kill. Takes everything from Falcons.
Diha creeping out through Monster. They soon realized there is not much presence inside of this B bomb side. Hades is going to have a couple of pesky pistols running him down with the AK holds. And boros is now around the corner. Hades has no problem in dealing with those default guns. Diha's push forward. looking to take down his former in-game leader. Not a fair fight. Dia will absolutely not care about that. 3-2. ENCE are in the lead. Double Mac 10 for Dia and Kylar. See if that creates a fast play for Dia. He attempts it through Monster. He's taking damage. He's been bombarded, and he's been removed. He drops in behind Sampayas. That smoke will be so large that he feels uncomfortable maintaining the same position. And Magisk is forced into a fight alone, and he will lose it against Goofy. But Sampayas has been so good around these smokes, but not this time. Not against Goofy.
That smoke was almost inviting that play from Sampayas, and ENCE was ready for it, and now the long peak. Well constructed, well put together, and ENCE controls the map.
And here's a play forward into Glaive, and he waited around that corner, and Snappy offers up a free kill. It's a fantastic round from ENCE. It's the best Counter-Strike we've seen from them yet. And Boros moves through short, some control, some risks being taken here for Falcons, but look at this peek from Kylar. That's a confident maneuver.
Doesn't matter who's in an ENCE jersey, those Mac 10's going to be impactful. If he's not going to try and force his way through CT spawn to the B bomb site to backstab, there's some danger in this round for ENCE.
Yeah, there's a trap laid. Let's see if they'll come into play. Goofy knows that Snappy's in that corner, and he's waiting for it, but Snappy doesn't care. He peeks up, rips the head off Goofy, and now the in-game leader's coming back in with his dig. In from short, you'll look to boost his teammate up for a better position to look down inside of the site, and you said there's danger in this round, and Madden is making the most of it. Goofy thought he had the kill, but Glaive, he needs to line them up, and it's a double before death. And Madden's changed his position up. Heaven Wrap from Sampayas is detected. And we know how good Madden was on map 1.
They ended up there, so it's brought a third defender over, which has weakened this bomb site as well.
It's a great setup, and now they've just got to hit their shots, and Kylar rounds the corner, lots of damage done. Boris had to step up. He had to get something for his team, and he makes this round doable for Falcons. 3v3, if they use their haste, they might be able to get back in time. And ENCE looking to try and force a post plant, and with that headshot and the follow-up kill from Hades, it's absolutely going to push ENCE forward to 6 rounds on the T side.
I'll take back everything I said about, oh boy, a goosh through the corner of the wall. Goofy's out for blood, and he's got Sampayas. This is payback. This is ruthless.
And for the first time, Glaive can get loud. They can actually feel the energy within the team and loosen up. Get confident on this stage, and Dia destroys Sampayas, and Dia keeps moving in. Second kill. ENCE have dismantled this round from Falcons. There's nothing to talk about for the CT side. Not pretty for anybody, but this first half of Overpass has been a completely different story. And Boris sees the feet of Dia, and because he took earlier damage, that's all the shots needed.
Well, I believe in Glaive's mind, he's going to be thinking, oh
my God, it could completely fall apart. It was looking so good for ENCE, but that kill had to happen. It had to come in. And now it's Boris with his chance to prove he's a stage player. And with the FAMAS, it's not the best gun for it, but Boris lines them up, and it could be a disaster. It could be a nightmare, and it looks like it might be, but Boris still thinks about Monster, and he's looking the wrong way.
This is a new look, this aggression.
Yes, it is, and it's not worked out. Magisk is down, and what a start from ENCE again. They've got a 5v4 established early doors. You're starting to see ENCE play with some fluidity. They're moving across the map confidently, but here's Falcons making an information move at the 50-second mark of the round. And Monster Smoke will start to fade away. It's all about this fight now. And Sampayas may have been frustrated last round, but he's going to be even more after that kill. Goofy rounds the corner. Dia does not stop that play, but he gathers information, and that's everything for ENCE at this point. And Bank, oh, it's a play forward for Madden, looking to deposit a couple of headshots. He flicks back, and Madden, he's done it again. It's absolutely so impressive that Madden's got to this level.
In bathrooms.
Glaive walking in, but Boros from the sandbags. It's a good first kill. He repositions and swings though, and that's often a criticism you can have of him. And he's got to hope his teammates can make up for that mess, and it's not going to happen for Snappy. Miss nade. Oh, the experience that comes in, and now Hades is watching for it. Magisk coming around the corner. It's a sick shot from Hades. And obviously absolutely no chance now for Sampayas, so he gets into the smoke after losing his teammate. Doesn't get much easier though. Sampayas looking for the opening fight in mid. He gets blinded and forced away. The shot rings out, and that's information gathered for ENCE. And here's the first fight of the round. It's in short water, and it's Dia.
banana this entire time with the AWP. He's not going to expect them to be this close.
And Surprise doesn't have the weapon for a multi-kill. Surely not. He doesn't have a single kill. Goofy hits that headshot without a problem. And now with a 5v3, Hades' shot sends them to hell. There's absolutely no way that Magisk and Boris can even think about a round like this.
Man, we didn't get to see it at all on Mirage, but now you can see the way this ENCE team is geared when they're getting opening kills, how they like to punish the defenses. Awkward exchange, but all still good. In control of ENCE. That bomb's gonna hustle up long.
It's sad that Hades dies in that situation for ENCE, but at least they pick up the information that Boris was trying to flank, and he's still trying to flank. He
might be able to catch him
behind him, and Boris blisters his way forward. Diha's taken out. Now he considers the bathroom, and this is a huge play from Boris. 3 kills already, but there's 2 more to still find. And we said it was in control of ENCE, but now that could go away. Good information gathered for Glaive, and the experience allows him to fall back and stay composed as Boris, the Butcher, has arrived to this round. But it's Glaive the Dane who brings him down, and 9-3 for ENCE. They believe in this comeback.
They're coming right back, though. You have to imagine you get control of Khan, you want to get control of Short as well. Here comes the flashbang to set it up. It's going to be Goofy with the dualies.
Fully whited has to rely on Kylar to step up for it, and Goofy is unblinded just in time. He comes back slinging his guns, but some Pius with a miraculous triple out of nowhere on that P250, and that has given Falcons every single foothold in this pistol round. Glaive bites back. His former teammate down on the ground. Great recognizes great. He's a god on these pistols, but not this time. Doesn't secure the double to close it for the ace immediately, so does rely instead on Madden, who is just having a fantastic performance in this quarterfinal. So it's on Hades in the clutch alone, trying to force double figures. They think he's on that defuse, but unfortunately for ENCE, he's not. So not enough time to win this. He'll retreat, he'll run away. And Pence, oh my goodness, nice shot, but ENCE unfortunately have not won a pistol today. And Diha is just giving them the shoulder. The cold shoulder is Madden. Swiftly responds through the smoke. It's a spam kill that brings multiple players, unfortunately, now down for ENCE. They've got to play in a 3v5, despite doing damage to multiple.
That's a huge hiccup from Diha. Swinging after that smoke goes down, you have to know that spam is going to come in, and man, that really slows things down. Oh, MP9 jumping around the corner. Glaive out of ammunition, switches to the pistol, and Surprise. Hades has arrived at the perfect moment.
3v3, and now they're coming back up into Kylar, and with just pistols put together with MP9s, it looks like it might just be a magic moment for ENCE. 23 seconds left. If they come back into Hades, oh, he can start to spam, but he goes for the pre-fire. And that might cost him. If he just sat and hold the angle, perhaps it would be done already, but that has given them a chance back into it. And when you give great players a moment like that, they snatch it, they run with it, and now it's a clutch for Kylar alone up against Madden. And even though they come so close, it isn't that miracle round.
But somehow willed themselves back and let it slip. But you're right, ENCE in this position cannot let those advantages drop away from them. Falcons should have an easy route to 6. As him and Hades passing the night.
Oh yeah, Snappy's got this for sure. He loves a Mac 10 kill, and none come easier than this. 2 players looking the wrong way. Plant locked in, Falcons keep 5 players up, and that's going to help recover and grow this economy from previous damage sustained in the last round.
Must continue, overpass a map where the AWP can be so impactful. Almost overextended, but backs away. It's Kylar.
Yeah, Kylar holding, but here comes the Mac 10s, and here comes the cavalry running right over his body. Hades trying to get back. Oh, he's just been spotted the knee. Oh, nice shot from Hades. He was under a lot of pressure. He had disadvantage on that roll, but he goes back out again. And Glaive now pushing forward into Madden, but he can wait now. He can hold angles on this update. Instead, it is Diha down on B, spotting out this attack, swinging into the open, and going down without a single kill. ENCE have no other option. It has to be the save call.
Again, Madden just having so much impact. Just the 1 kill he gets in this round on Glaive puts so much pressure on the defense. Beautiful shot to keep the AWP in hand, but it's not going to matter at the end of the day.
Hades scoped up. Oh, he hits the shot, but it's not death. And Hades is the master of that. He'll run back around to bank.
Well, with the AWP, he's going to be blocked off by utility. He's got no more say in this round because he's got no backup, no teammates with him whatsoever.
And make this hold look a bit more convincing for ENCE.
Goofy's going to get blind, so D has to play anti-flash, and he'll have to turn very, very quick. A follow-up smoke. That's not going to delay things.
They've got to go through it. And here Falcons come, and they do not get through. They do not break through Goofy. It will be the last-ditch effort. It's the only option they've got to hit this B-bomb site. ENCE are defending it with everything they've got, though, and Snappy is toppled. It's double figures for ENCE. Flashes up. Diha steps up, and he'll start spamming down, but this will not work this time. Goofy, he's found one, but they slip by the bridge, and oh, he turns back, a big headshot, but it's kept ENCE in it for now. It's still not a favorable position. And Falcons are into the B-bomb side. It's got to be a retake if ENCE want to go for this, but what a shot from Hades. That's Pyjamas down. Perhaps he did catch a glimpse of Snappy. The eye of the Falcon turns short. It's Kylar gone, and Hades with a bone to pick. He'll make his way into the clutch. A missed shot, and now up in the open. Oh, he's hit a quick one, and he's going back below. But he can't compose himself for that flick down into the water.
Is struggling to get their defense settled at the right point.
Oh my goodness, that was a chance, and he let it slip. Goofy composes himself strong enough, but the reply is swift from Pyjamas. The Spaniard rings one out.
And this time there's an open line of sight, no smoke in Monster.
This time Diha has a better position to play rush. Back to the barrels, double from Diha, and the nade will send him out of the round. His work has been felt. Can his team now close on his promise? He predicts the movement. He knows what Goofy's likely up to. The barrels play still works out, and Pyjamas is left alone. 35 seconds, no bomb in his hand. Swooping into this B-bomb site. Glaive from heaven, it's nothing. And Goofy is still in the water. He has galvanized his team to this point, but it's just a single kill. Hades from heaven rings true through the smoke, and it's still a 3v3, but with that kill from Diha, that set up ENCE in pole position for this retake. Pyjamas has received a lot of damage, and Hades once again wins that head-to-head duel. It's now just Snappy, and that in-game leader sits poised in the corner. He knows there's going to be a peak eventually, and here they come around the corner. First for Snappy, but he's under pressure, and ENCE have battled their way through to map point on Overpass.
People trying to stop them from taking long. They're up quick with nades, with weapons. Oh, Hades gets back quick.
Yeah, he does. He's running back into position, and he knows there's a player tucked in that corner. Second shot for Hades. Boris is brought down. And it's 2 steps closer to map 3. The heart of Hades, the heart of ENCE. And he's got another. Hades sits atop the throne of bones. He's got the angle. Pyjamas encroaches closer, ever closer. But Hades has done it. We are through to map 3. ENCE have life in this series. They've just been so good on pistol rounds today. Unstoppable, unrelenting, but this time it is Hades who has become the heart of ENCE, who opens up with the first kill with the pistol, and the second is even better. This is more like it from ENCE. The first round of Nuke is looking fantastic, and Poland love that one. It's just Magic left this time, and it's gotta feel rough if you're Falcons. They've been on the receiving end this time. He's got to be feeling so full of confidence right now, Hades, after a map like that. To kick off the pistol with a 3K is the dream beginning. They've got to be careful they don't drop the ball to the pistols here of Falcons, because they've actually got on by a couple of these crosshairs. But once again, it's Hades stepping up, and Diha's with him, but Magic slips on through the net. And he's got to be instant on this kill on his former champion in-game leader, and it hasn't connected on the first time of asking, and in fact, it will never connect. On his back.
I don't know, he might have been spotted in a fight for Hades to win, but he's caught in the open, a double peek. Diha can get nothing done. Even when you add Goofy into the equation, it changes nothing.
And Kylar and Glaive now a 2v3. It's going to be the sprint down the lower bomb site for Falcons. Glaive is trying to get there before them. He might even get there before them. Glaive is now holding this angle, and so Pyjamas gets no step closer. Glaive is looking to give ENCE take out this gun round, and Magic is below him. Oh, he's below him. Will Glaive detect him? He's starting to read it, and oh, Magic flicks on up. Despite Glaive having the up on him, Magic still stays in that position. And Kylo descends down the ladder, now detected and double peeked. Magic comes in, and it will be Falcons to collect their first gun round. And not in this round, though. It doesn't look too pretty, but we'll have to wait and see what ENCE can do with a force buy. We've seen them earlier on Overpass be able to pull something off like this, but it's quick through ramp. And Goofy's the player that has to make sure it happens. With that 5-7, Glaive is overrun, and he was the player with the rifle, the player you wanted to step up. And Madden is murdering them once again. And there's just too many angles to worry about. Diha and Kylar.
Diha can hold on to that, it'd be a thing of...
Oh my god, somehow he is holding on to it. The timing is absolutely perfect for Diha. He's actually going to slip on by. It's so awkward, but he's making noise now, and surely he gets checked. Surely he gets found out. He will eventually. It took some time. He was protected by something greater.
This is going to get interesting. You know, Glaive mentioned the group stage for ENCE when they qualified for the Spodek. He said...
in a match that decided whether or not they're going to the quarterfinals or the semis rather than happening here in the Spodek. And they need every single piece of energy they can muster. Shots across the board. It rings out for Falcons. It's a convincing victory that'll take them into the lead.
And this, I mean, all the upper defenders are going to be on notice because there's nobody outside.
And look at the setup designed to deal with this. Goofy has to drop off. Here's Kylo from man and double kill swiftly, removing the lives of Boros. And Magisk and Goofy's peeking up behind him. He stops that Ventai, but the ball makes it down. And Madden collects it, but there's no hope in hell for this one. It's a 1v5, and they've already made the rotation. ENCE already have this round. Madden's gonna put that bomb, at least fake plant it. It's a good headshot on Clay, but he hears the stomp of the players arriving down the vents. He's coming back into position, and finally, from one of the angles that ENCE have taken up, they will secure the round that ties up the game again. Smokes are up. It's not the prettiest smoke execute. It has actually left a huge gap towards main that Boros was hoping he could use in his favor, but look at this from Boros. So elusive, but he walks right into Diha, and you can't get past the Destroyer. Diha stands behind the smokes. His teammates will start to have a look with him, and Diha's just changing position multiple times, worried about being pushed, but it's a flank from some Pyjamas that should have been detected, but Diha steps back and steps to his death.
Yeah, they lost track of it entirely as Diha came out of Big Garage.
And Madden's looking at it, and Hades doesn't overextend just yet, but that's the fight that means the most. That's the bomb. And it isn't the double. Madden does catch Hades unaware. Senpais has a move from his earlier fight versus Diha. He's still in position. He's still in the flank. They peek out to check him. They detect him looking the wrong way.
They have a kit, they have a smoke. They need to get past Madden and Snappy.
It comes down to timing. Madden looks up. He's blinded. He looks back into it, but it doesn't even matter. He's blinded, but he still will break them. Madden is having a masterclass inside of the Spodek.
Or is that going to create the gaps? And ENCE is the first team to fall prey to it.
Madden lines them up, shuts them down, and now opens up that A-bomb side. He's going to sprint through. He's got space to play with. He was made for this stage. Boros looks up towards heaven, and it's Glaive that overextends, and ENCE will now fall at the hands of a... Hades comes up through secret. Boros is holding for that exact maneuver. And it's 5 alive for Falcons.
On a timing, he can push.
Running in towards Kylar. It's a long and labored spray, but he eventually brings down his opponent with a sidearm. But Boros once again cuts through Diha towards outside. And Boros, being in this position, just starts to ask so many questions for ENCE. Where could you have lost map control? Where could they be? And Glaive just doesn't know the answers.
There's something that Falcons saw where they want to attack this. They're being so aggressive and so disrespectful getting into that big garage. And that's going to force ENCE's hands. And that gives Snappy a lot of things to play with. Now that you're having success outside, you can kind of predict that ENCE is going to have to change things up, bring an extra body there, and that's where ramp hits are more effective. That's where upper buffs are more effective. ENCE are reeling in this third map.
Madden again is the reckoning with a double on the drop. And eyes towards CT. It's Glaive inside of Hell. Glaive will fall upon his peak. Hades gathers one on the CZ. And Diha has to step up from secret, but he is silenced immediately by Boros. Hades now in the lobby, and it's Falcons up to 7. They've definitely got to adjust. Utility does stop Snappy from getting into hot early doors. Senpais, though, is the player to strike with that opening. Outmatched. And he is down, and there's no way he can get away with that. Snappy clears him instantly. Glaive without a kill.
Half has spiraled out of control for ENCE entirely.
Yeah. That's despite winning the pistol round, despite having the start to the half they would have wanted.
Final round of the first half, and ZywOo is feeling good. He's dropped down to the P90. You have to imagine that's going to mean an upper rush.
And it is, in fact, that upper rush. The P90 swings out in the spot deck, and it's down, it's out. And this looks like a fourth round for ENCE. Just snappy left.
And it's a good call, too, with how much conditioning they've done to this ENCE defense to expect something outside. Unfortunately, ENCE gonna have a big hole to climb out of in the second half. Snappy goes down last. It's 8-4 in the favor of Falcons.
You're primed for it, but are you able to deal with it? It's the question. ZywOo taken down low, but he still stands tall with one at least. And boros, oh, he's in the darkness, shrouded by it with one headshot still connected. There's no room to plant just yet, and Madden has made no secret about his position coming through the decontamination door. That kill has opened things up. It's allowed a new access point, but they fly up the ladder. How long is kylar going to consider the flank of Magisk? Coming around the corner, it's going to be the headshot for kylar. And just Madden. And we know how insane he's been already in this quarterfinal, but this is a step too far. This is not going to be happening for him. So, my God, Madden! That is just broken ENCE apart. Snappy coming up through secret stairs. He's about to have an early fight versus Diha, and he's got it. That's Diha down. And ENCE will have to suffer the rest of this round. 4 players versus 5. They're attempting to trade. They're attempting this split. They overwhelm Madden this time around. Snappy is taken out of play by Hades. This could be a great answer back for ENCE after having an absolute nightmare in the previous to come back swinging into this. But it has to be Goofy, and he's done it! Goofy! A great headshot out to heaven, and that gets them back into this. Diha pushes behind those outside smokes, and he's not making any... Well, he should have probably shifted for a little longer because these pistols come out swinging again. Hades considers the push to the T-roof. kylar's going to clear it. That's Madden got at least, but they need much more. 4 more, in fact, and a minute to do it. Oh, his timing here on the peak. He does just get behind Red before that peak from Snappy comes on through. And look at that, Magisk inside of the vent. It's very sneaky, and he's caught a glimpse. An important fight. Hades has been collected. Magisk finally breaks open that vent, breaks open kylar, and they're about to break ENCE here on the spot deck. Hades has to clutch this, and boros brings him down. It cost him his life, and then from that point onwards, it's absolute carnage. kylar has a peek down towards ramp. It's the start they need. It's one of many. Snappy pushes outside. Diha has to sink this one. Eventually he does it. boros holds. Okay, can't get around the corner without hitting a dig. And ZywOo has come to clean them up. It looked like they had found their way through, and perhaps they still have. Absolutely no idea, but he's about to find out. He's about to have a look, and ZywOo hears the noise of the crowd, and now he knows exactly where his next target is. His only target. And he peeks on out, composed as ever. It's ZywOo stepping up and cleaning up. Well, they fought hard in every single round despite the weapons that they have. So ENCE coming back into it again. Tech9's their last stand, and sprint out through the doors. Goofy running with it. Tech9 rounds that corner. But there's no follow-up yet until this point. kylar assassinates Madden towards the back of the bomb site. And suddenly now there is a chance. But boros got the flank. He's got this play in. He's created that space, and he pulls out the sidearm. And despite ENCE getting into the bomb site, they do not find the plant. ENCE battled hard to be the first Polish team in 8 years to make it here to the spot deck. They don't want to go out like this, so Diha has moved into position to assassinate boros and collect an MP9, but they know now where he's gone. That defuse is being stuck all the way, and Diha gets him off it. The Tech9 gets another, and this time Snappy's going for it. Diha, oh, he's got it. He's forced Snappy away. He's absolutely got it. 5-7 for Madden, takes a couple of shots. They're going into boros. This unproven player blisters a headshot right through Goofy. ZywOo comes over with a scout, and despite having weaker weapons, Falcons are up multiple players. This will bring them to series point.
They're lurking into his position, and he's primed and ready.
Oh, he absolutely is. Deagle cocked, and oh no, for boros us, it's a disaster, but for ENCE, it's an opening. Opens up the wrong way, so he can't swing out with it. He sends the flash in, chasing in with that 5-7. He now has to think about that damage being done to glaive. He knows he's up towards the control room. Madden's chasing after them, but he's about to find two players at the top of the stairs, and his former teammate deals out that revenge headshot.
Round 19.
Look what it's done to the Falcons.
Yeah, but as we've seen, every round is dangerous. Kyler's going to deliver a knockout punch. This is a play they loved running in the group stage. And it's netted them some openings again. Kyler with a triple kill.
And here comes glaive, but he's Zeused away. He's blasted by the electricity that Snappy has at the tip of his fingers, but he's going to need a lot more than that, and Kyler just isn't going to let it happen. Smiles creep on to the faces of ENCE, where the trajectory of that Molotov was intended for, but it doesn't remove the position of Magisk, who drops down into the back of the site. Falcons up 2 players. 30 seconds left to make this final adjustment for ENCE.
It's toast.
And it's not done yet, Jason. Hades hits the shot inside of the site. Madden's gone, but 20 seconds. Yeah, now we're starting to run out of time. That bomb, oh, at the back of the pack. It is absolutely floundered at this point for ENCE. Even if they hit the headshots required, they wouldn't have made it down in time. Here comes the utility. The final movements perhaps for ENCE. They don't want it to be, but it could be the reality of the situation. But Diha and Hades sniping 2 kills back into play. And Magisk once again pulled into the fray. He's got a position up on top, but Hades considers it. You can't play that position twice. You don't get away with it. And Boris rotates down to the ramp, spots them coming out. It's only 1 kill, and Snappy's left a 1v3 ahead of him. So the outside smoke's deployed. They can activate Diha. Big shot again. Hades is the key to unlock these rounds time and time again for ENCE. Magisk though with the deagle. We've seen him do ridiculous things with it in the past.
Look how much they respect it.
They respect it, and that's going to funnel them back into the A play. And Madden's waiting for them. Zeus in hand, Snappy in the vents. So Pius looks away, and Snappy just got out of position.
They're working their way in right now. Snappy's trying to bide his time, pick a moment. I think he's waiting for the Zeus from Madden to do something to it. Goofy.
Oh,
goes down. Zeus can't get close enough, and it all turns up ENCE. Oh, Hades one more time, opens it up. This AWP has been so good. And now Kyler punishes the follow-up push. ENCE is in control. It's a 5-on-3.
Snappy gets inside of the smoke. Diha slips in towards main. Snappy's looking for him. Diha not looking the right way. Can't deal with it. Is down. 4v3 off the back of that. So maybe still a chance. And Magisk can step up here for the Falcons.
It's the AWP though. It's Hades ready and waiting. Sees the utility. Wants the follow-up peek. He's going to try and timing shot. He's got defense, and Goofy's going to step forward. And so Boros, a double from heaven. And it's brought right back into a 2-on-2.
Just as you think ENCE are ahead, there's a moment again that pulls the Falcons back into it. But the timing, look at this. Glaive slips underneath, and he's got it! The battle of the in-game leaders. The headshot on the flick up, and Boros cannot compete. He cannot compete at all. ENCE have drawn us to the brink.
It's overtime or a Falcons victory, crushing the Dreams 12-11. One final round to decide it all. Sunpius with that saved AWP. Oh, Hades. Don't give him a second look, but Sunpius is downstairs with an AWP ready to go.
Yeah, Sunpius is ready to strike, and he'll strike true. You mentioned that AWP being everything if Falcons are to stay in this game. Final swing of those double doors is open. Sunpius ready to strike. He can drop behind cover, but it's a missed shot from Sunpius, but he goes back again. And Falcons are bringing them to the end of this road. It was such a romantic story, but I think we're about to get a dose of reality. Kyler comes down the stairway, but no time at all. The time runs out, and that is it. It is Falcons who will progress to the semifinals over ENCE. They give the Poles something to shout about. They come back after 8 years. The first Polish team to make it into the playoffs in the Spodek. The first Polish team to give any sort of hope